am convinced at this point there are people that just don't know the definitions of words. There are people that just do not know the definitions of words. What does a word mean? Try using Webster's and look it up. Because if you don't know what it means and you use it, you sound kind of silly. And I have figured out that a lot of people don't know what anything means. They don't have a dictionary and they just decided that anything with the word phobia they attach to anybody. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about the Hannah Hidalgo Olivia Miles situation. Talked a little bit more about this. I did a video on it already, but I'm going to hit this topic again because I think it's really important to understand when people use the term homophobia. Homophobia, it's an accusation that is completely unfounded because someone has an opinion as to same-sex marriage, same-sex relationships. It's utterly ridiculous. Let's talk about that. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Way, Her Game, Her Way, women's basketball. Talk facts of her feelings here. Those of you new to the channel, appreciate you jumping on. Subscribe to the channel. We are close to 8,000 subscribers. We're only, I think, 4 or 5 away. Let's get over that 8,000 number. So for those of you new, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. For those of you who are back again, appreciate you. Leave a comment, like the video, all that good stuff. This Hannah Hidalgo thing with Olivia Miles is crazy because Olivia Miles today committed, or yesterday committed to TCU. She has decided that she's going to go from Notre Dame, a Catholic school, to TCU, another Christian school. Now, it is what it is, right? You want to, basketball's basketball, right? But you were at a Catholic school and you got a problem with the fact that a teammate reposted a video of Candace Owens being interviewed by Don Lemon, who was a gay man, and he asked her the question, do you think that I'm committing a sin by being married to a man? She says, yes, that's her opinion. That's her opinion based on her religious beliefs. Why is it that Christianity and Catholicism are just under attack? Hannah Hidalgo grew up in a very religious household. Her father is very religious from what I've seen and people that I've talked to. And the girl is religious. So she believes a certain thing. Are you holding Muslims to that same standard? Because there are Muslims that play in college women's basketball. You do know the mentality of of Muslim people. The Arab nation does not tolerate homosexuality. It's not played with. It could actually get you ended in those countries. Not to mention the freaking rules and the laws in these countries that completely dehumanize women. Women have no rights in those countries. And there is a player at UConn who is Muslim who plays with Paige Beckers, Jana Al Alfi, who's Muslim, who we were told very, very clearly by Etan Thomas that Paige Beckers makes Jana Al Alfi breakfast every day during Ramadan. I guess there's some rules or something like that that I'm not familiar with. I would guess that if that young woman was a lesbian, she might have a problem going back to Egypt because that's where her family's from, and she is Muslim. Like, what are we talking about here? But we're gonna attack Hannah Hidalgo because she puts a post up. Maybe she shouldn't share the post. Maybe she should keep her feelings to herself because apparently that's what it required. That's what's required in women's basketball is that if you're not a fan of a girl dating a girl, you can't say it because then they call you homophobic. Let me read you the definition of homophobia. Homophobia is an irrational fear, aversion, or prejudice against people who are gay, lesbian, or bisexual. All right. This girl plays women's basketball. I'm sure she knows that she's played with lesbians before. I'm sure she knows that she has lesbians on her team. And in her religious beliefs, that is her belief. Again, are you holding other religions to that same standard who have that same belief? Probably not. Probably not. It's the same reason that we see all these events going on, these boxing matches and all these MMA events going on in Saudi Arabia now, where they're pushing boxing matches there and they're ignoring the fact that, oh, yeah, well, their laws against women aren't exactly the fucking nicest. In fact, they're downright horrible. But sitting here, we're talking about a 19-year-old girl who goes to a Catholic school. Remember, goes to a Catholic school, who also went to a Catholic high school, and you have a problem with her opinion that she finds same-sex marriage to be a sin? You really have a problem with that? A problem to the point where you got a problem with her because now you've turned into, oh, she hates gay people? That's preposterous. That's preposterous. She plays a damn sport that's like, in the WNBA, it's like 80% homosexual. It just means you don't agree with the damn, she just doesn't agree with same-sex marriage. So Olivia Miles wants to go bounce because of what? Because Hannah Hidalgo's a better basketball player than her? Because Hannah Hidalgo's become the star at Notre Dame? And then Olivia Miles herself jumps into the portal along with a large majority of that team, because apparently they all got beef with this. But you jump into the portal because you have a beef because she said some stuff. I don't even said, she posted something, reposted actually, shared that, and you have a problem with that because of her religious belief. It's funny, the religious beliefs are only acceptable for certain groups of people. And I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm saying the reason is ridiculous. Because I don't know, because Muslims don't play that game. They don't play that they don't play that stuff. They don't like it. And if you live in one of those countries, you're not telling anybody. And again, it doesn't make you scared or have a fear or irrational fear. What like phobia is just the most preposterous term. Like, if you're claustrophobic, you are afraid, literally afraid of tight spaces. My mother is claustrophobic. My mother would have almost anxiety level attacks being in tight spaces. I don't know what the term for scared of heights is, but that's a legitimate phobia. There are people that are just scared of heights. Like, they're like, oh no, they freaking out. This girl, all she did was repost something that said that she thinks that same-sex marriage is a sin, and all of a sudden she's a homophobic. She even has Muffet McGraw, the past coach, making statements about her. Oh, she should never have said. I can't believe she would say that. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So basically what you're saying is that you're not allowed to talk about anything. You can't ever have an opinion when it comes to women's basketball if you're a female. If it doesn't fall in line, it's a problem. And now Olivia Miles is at TCU. It wasn't about money, because the narrative that goes around money with the WNBA, I find hilarious now. I find it hilarious. You're that good of a player. You have all these NIL deals. You're taking them all with you to the WNBA. And I said it before, they're called endorsement deals. And you now got a salary you didn't have before. But you now have endorsements. And if you were getting endorsements in college, why the hell wouldn't you get endorsements in the WNBA? It's preposterous mentality. And there are players that have debunked it. Paige Beckers flat out said, it's nonsense. You're not going to make more money in college than you are in the WNBA. Aaliyah Boston said it. They're just called endorsements. People don't even know what it really is. NIL, name, image, and likeness. That's called an endorsement. They called it a name to pay players. They've lost control of it, and now it's pay for play for jobs that they don't actually do, largely. But if you're in a national endorsement campaign, you're getting paid. And I think Olivia Miles has already been on national commercials. I believe she has for State Farm, at least. I'm pretty sure. But now you're leaving because you leave. You want to leave? You don't like Hannah Hidalgo? Go ahead, leave. Do what you need to do. But people attacking this 19-year-old girl because she fucking posted something on social media, was just a repost for a belief that's based on religion, it was based on religion, and it's nothing to do with now you want to call her a homophobic? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all a bunch of pathetic human beings. Y'all trip me out. You trip me out. The most unaccepting people are the people that you want to be accepted, but then you are unaccepting of someone else's opinion. Her opinion is her opinion. It doesn't mean she doesn't like you. It doesn't mean that she has a problem with you. It just means she doesn't agree with your lifestyle. I got plenty of friends that I know that I don't agree with their lifestyles. Plenty of friends. Do you agree with all of your friends' decisions and all your friends' lifestyle choices? If your friend is a club goer, do you agree with that your friend is 40? If your friend's I'm in my 40s. If I got a friend who's in his 40s and he's going to clubs every week, would I agree with that person's lifestyle? No. It's ridiculous. You're too old. Stay your ass at home. I mean, I don't like the person. Girl doesn't want to date a girl, so that is a problem because she doesn't want to date a girl? That's what we're doing? Again, hold Muslims in that same center because I can promise you this. Their thoughts are way stronger than anything Hannah Hidalgo might ever think. But hey, there will be a bunch of players that will join Hannah Hidalgo at Notre Dame. And anyone who has a problem with, and maybe there's also rumor of ball hogging. Yeah, she's the best player on that team. She's the best player on that team. And the reason largely that Olivia Miles didn't play it very much in the tournament in the Sweet 16, lost to TCU, was she was injured. She was injured. Hidalgo played 40 minutes because she had to. And she was 3 for 19. You know, Sonia Citron was 4 for 15. Anyone talking about that? They got beat. They got beat. And then you know what? If it happened that those comments, then they had a fallen apart as a team, well, that's a weak-ass team. Mentally weak people who can't put personal feelings about something to the side for the common goal of winning. Because that's your goal, to win. Your goal is to win. You want to win a championship. I don't care what you think. I want to win. On that court, we hooping. That's it. But hey, it is what it is. The reality is Notre Dame just wasn't good enough. That's all it was. It had nothing to do with the fact that she posted whatever she posted. It had nothing to do with it. And I don't think she needs to apologize to anybody about it. She doesn't apologize to anybody. She doesn't owe anyone an apology for how she feels. This nonsense where people have, oh, you need to apologize for what? For what? It's like these creep boys that go after fucking players now in their mid-20s for some shit they said when they were 13 on Twitter. You were 13. I'm holding you to what you said when you were 13. Grow the fuck up. And what she said at 19 is not bad. It's of her opinion. It would come out at some point. I mean, it's a religious belief. Whether you believe in her religion or not, it's not for you to say. But make sure you hold all religions to that same standard. That's all I got to say. You let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell. Appreciate y'all. This is Rudy's Rant, her game, her way, women's basketball. Come on now.